What's up, guys? It's the ALE Double X, and this show was pretty good. I mean, the first hour was phenomenal. It got a little slower, but I mean, it kept you kind of thinking oh shoot, what's gonna be next, and it's a great way to build SummerSlam. So far, this build has been better than last year's. I mean, last year the build for SummerSlam was just constantly repeating the 9.99 stuff, but this show, they did repeat it once early in the show. I forgot when, but they did that instead of paying $54.99, how about $9.99? But overall, I think the show was passable. Well, you go back and see it, maybe a couple things here and there. But we start the night with of course, the Roddy Piper tribute, and that's why it had the 10 bells right now. And they showed a video package, really good video package. WWE is so popular for doing amazing video packages for people who pass and go, and this is no different. So props for that. Then we actually kick off the show with Seth Rollins, and he comes with a "Never Shut Up" T-shirt. This was funny. He basically talks about how he broke John Cena's nose, and he's getting cheered instead of booed, which shows that John Cena needs to work on getting people to like him more because it's John Cena. He's obviously one of the biggest heels in the company right now, but he issued a challenge. He said John Cena versus Seth Rollins, winner take all. So WWE Championship and United States Championship. Please don't have John Cena lose. By now I would expect a cash in, but I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'll just see what happens because I mean the build up is just barely starting, and also this is really cool since Seth Rollins doesn't have J&J, he doesn't have Kane, he doesn't have anybody backing him up. He's now back as the original character that we all love to cheer for. When he was all badass. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have the curve stomp anymore, but I mean, if he doesn't have this curve stomp, keep this character going because this is the Seth Rollins we all loved and knew. He's back, thank God. And then since he's not a coward anymore, he issued an open challenge. But then he said, oh, you have to be under 200 pounds or something like that. He like changed the rules. And then El Torito was going to come out. Thankfully, he didn't. Instead, Neville comes out. And we have a great match. This match is actually better than the previous match they've had back in April, I want to say. So much better. And it was just fucking awesome. You actually thought Neville was going to win sometimes. It's almost near fall after near fall. 1, 2. Oh my god. No, not close. But then this happened. Hit the red arrow. Hits it. 1, 2. Well, what? What happened? And I was just like, oh shoot. And then actually Neville picked him up like this, like for the roll up, and his foot was right next to the rope, so he touched the rope, and that's how Neville realized. So it shows that Neville could be a possible WWE champion. That was good. And then he tries to do the red arrow again. Seth misses it. He hits the pedigree, and by far the best pedigree I've ever seen Seth Rollins throw, because he hit it with Neville, one of the best sellers out there. So great, perfect way to start the show. New Day and the Ascension beat Los Matadores and the Lucha Dragons. Pretty good match. It was actually enjoyable. I'm just wondering who is gonna be the number one contender, or they're gonna add all these tag teams together. I would injure Los Matadores and then have primetime players, Lucha Dragons, New Day, and Ascension. That would be a really good match. But of course they want to have Los Matadores somewhere in there, so I guess might as well. But yeah, this is just a good match. Kalisto is this guy's the man. Him and Sin Cara need to be the tag team champions by the end of this year, or if not at WrestleMania, because they deserve to be champions if they push them correctly. I mean, what could go wrong with these guys? I mean, damn. Charlotte and Becky Lynch beat the Bella Twins, and this was a really good match. Okay, not really good, it was good. The Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Paige have a new team. It's called the Submission Sorority. A lot of people complain about it. I actually like it. submission sororities. Sisters that like do submission holds as finishers. So that's a brilliant name. Anyways, this match, like I said, it was good. Charlotte and Becky win with the figure eight. Of course, this time Nikki tapped out. So maybe we'll have a new Divas champion by SummerSlam. Who knows? Then, actually, Team Bad, Beautiful, and Dangerous watched the match from backstage. JoJo interviews them, and then they talk shit about Ronda Rousey. Then they leave, and then Tamina keeps looking at JoJo like mean. So I guess they're getting more Tamina uh, more like feeling like evil. And then I think JoJo wants to return to the ring. That's what I heard. Now, this was my favorite part of the whole show. Miz TV segment with Kevin Owens and Cesaro. This was awesome. By far the best Miz TV special since SummerSlam, post SummerSlam 2013. No, not post, pre SummerSlam 2013 with John Cena and Daniel Bryan. This was great. I mean, basically, Kevin Owens comes. He said, "Oh, like nice to be here." Obviously Cesaro's just jealous of me because I've accomplished more than him in 3 months, and than he has in 3 years, which is absolutely true. Kevin Owens is the new CM Punk with all the pipe bombs and stuff. This is Kevin Owens is the man. Like you see, even if he loses to John Cena, taps out, it shows right here that he don't give a damn, because he's just gonna come up here and just deliver as always. Then Cesaro comes out and he's like, yeah, sure, but at least I don't walk all the time, just act like a coward every time you want to fight. You leave. Walk Owens fight. Walk Owens fight. I was marking out for this. And then Miz is like, yeah, let's have a fight. And then Kevin Owens says, shut up, Miz. Only the real wrestlers get to fight. And this was just perfect. Oh my god. These guys are going to have a match at SummerSlam, and it's going to be amazing. It will. Eventually, uh, um, Kevin Owens is going to walk away as always. But then he comes back, attacks the Miz. Kind of attacks Cesaro. Cesaro takes his suit off. He's like Hulk mode, and then Kevin Owens just leaves, and then of course they just tease the match, which is beautiful and perfect. This was amazing. This was the best thing of the show. This or Seth Rollins versus Neville, and the Seth Rollins promo itself. Damn. Then we got Rusev and Mark Henry. We go back to square one. I mean, I heard Dolph Ziggler's making a movie, so obviously he's not leaving WWE. So just having show up again soon. Thankfully, this match was really short. Mark Henry, I have a better job for you. How about be the manager for the primetime players? That would be perfect. The New Day, and Mark Henry with the primetime players. They're gonna fight at SmackDown, from what I heard. Maybe have Mark Henry like be with primetime players more. I think that would be perfect for Mark Henry. I mean, it's brilliant. I mean, think about it. King Barrett beat Zack Ryder. Okay. Then we had the Brock Lesnar segment. Of course, Brock Lesnar gets promoted by Paul Heyman like a motherfucker. This was beautiful. This was perfect. Brock Lesnar brings the steps. He just stands there and then he just promotes him. Shows that Undertaker, he's never beaten Brock Lesnar. It's true. He's never beaten him at the Hell in a Cell, the Bucket Chain match, at Unforgiven, or WrestleMania. They have never. Brock Lesnar has always stand out the winner. So that was great. And something tells me Undertaker's gonna win at SummerSlam. Just don't fuck up Brock Lesnar. Just don't. Just don't. No. Paige beats Naomi, and this match was okay. I mean, better than what we usually get. Bet money if the divas around it weren't there, this match would suck, but it was okay for what it was. Then Stardust talks about who's gonna be my hero, and then thankfully they did not forget Steven Amell is coming next week, and I think it's gonna be great. Um, Stephen Amell, I mean, and Arrow. I haven't seen much of Arrow, but I'm catching up with it. It's really good. Can't wait for the next season. Then they show the Piper's tribute again. I thought people were gonna show up and talk, but no, they're just another segment. And then Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose show up. He's like, "We're gonna pay tribute to Roddy Piper. We're gonna kick ass and chew gum." And he spits it out, and I was like, "No more gum, time to kick ass." That was great. And then eventually the main event: Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Randy Orton versus Sheamus, Bray Wyatt, and Luke Harper. Okay match. It's not as bad as usual, but it was alright. Yeah, I already knew the winner. That's probably my only problem, but and it's obvious they were gonna win. It's Piper's tribute, so it makes sense. So good show. I mean, really good. Will you go back and watch it? You will go back and watch some stuff like Neville and Seth Rollins promo, the Walk Owens walk. Um, so yeah, that's good. I'm not done. Because next I'm talking about the Stone Cold podcast with Paige. Now, originally it was going to be Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold in the podcast, and I was excited, but sadly, because of the Hulk Hogan stuff, I won't go much into it. They changed it with Paige. And I actually thought they were going to talk bad about the Divas division, like go a little more into it. They do go a little bit into it with the tough enough stuff, like, oh, like, yeah, people tell me I'm tough, like, it's called Tough Enough for a reason, like, it's not a soft show, but the reason why she's, like, so, like, out there is just because, she was raised like that, and, I could relate with Paige, because, I constantly like to cuss in these videos, because that's what I learned from my parents. Paige learned a lot of like bruises and stuff. That's why the NXT deals didn't like her at first. But she said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go out there and steal the show like I always do." That's great. Like I said, they talk a little bit about the tough enough. They just mainly talk about the stories between Paige and her journey. It was good. Um, yeah, I thought it was a good podcast. Is it the best one? Probably not. Definitely not. From the Stone Cold ones, this is probably the weakest, but it was still a really good one. It was still really good. I like this. And I don't know, this one or the John Cena Chris Jericho one was they're kind of a tie. The Stephanie McMahon one sucked. All you gotta know is that. Um, yeah, good show, good podcast. Anyways, it's me, the AO Lee Double X, and until then, I'm